Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Stoutmas has been kind of a fail this year. I've been so busy this month, it's crazy. I have not been drinking near enough stouts. I've been drinking beer very much, and we're already almost to Christmas. It's crazy. So we're not going to drink a stout tonight because I finally got my hands on some McIlhenney. I'm excited. This beer has been super hyped since it started being brewed, and I finally got some, so I want to check it out. So McIlhenney is down in Alpine, and this is called Muntz. This is their New Zealand rye IPA, formerly known as Nelson, and maybe, I don't 100% know. I'm sure you guys who are watching this video know McIlhenney, Pat and Sean, they used to own Alpine. They made the best hoppy beers in San Diego for a good amount of time, for my money. And Alpine is the best single IPA, West Coast single IPA of all time. I'll die on that hill. They sold to Green Flash years ago. Green Flash ruined their beer. They got back into business. They're brewing. They're at the old Alpine spot. They're now brewing under their last name, which is awesome. So yeah, this is per the label 7.2%. I think Nelson was 7%, but this has Nectaron in it. It's Nectaron and Nelson. I don't think Nelson, old school Nelson, was solely Nelson hop. I think there's another hop in it. I can't remember, but this has rye in it, which is awesome. Yeah, I just haven't got a chance to go down there. McIlhenney is probably, depending on traffic, an hour and a half each way for me. So just one of those things, can't go down there, drink a bunch of beer, and then try and drive home. And public transportation in Southern California is non-existent. So it's kind of a bummer that I haven't made it out there. I'll make it down. But I did used to enjoy my trips to Alpine back in the day. They were few and far between, that's for sure. But I gotta just try and do this more. But this beer, people have hit me up a million times. Have you had Muntz yet? Have you had Muntz yet? Like, I'm thinking the hype is going to be too much for this beer, but who knows? Let's get into it. This beer was canned on December 5th. Today is the 21st, so just a couple weeks in the glass. McIlhenney, I keep wanting to say Alpine, they offered online shipping. So I grabbed just a little half case of beer the other day. It sucks because shipping beer is so expensive these days, but driving down and back, I'd probably pay more in gas. So I just decided to say fuck it and do it. So I got some McIlhenney beers to check out. Obviously, this is the one I wanted the most, but there's some others that we'll drink. I'm looking forward to it. So this beer is super hazy. I remember Nelson being hazy, but I don't remember it looking like the New England style hazy. Maybe it was. This almost looks Hefeweizen-ish. What? Words are hard today. But it's glowing in the glass. And it's got a good finger of creamy, fluffy, bright white head. It's marshmallowy. So let's shove our fat nose in it. See what it smells like. This beer smells fucking so good. This is super stone fruity. It's got a lot of grapefruit too. But it's got that cool Nelson funk. It's not overly earthy, like dirty funk. Maybe lots of gooseberry, Craig. Gooseberry's not a real thing unless you're in Europe, right, Peter? That's right. But this is just like exploding tropical fruit. This smells so good. It's like got that sort of juice boxy thing. I mean, it's been probably 6 or 7. I'd have to go back and look. 7 years since I've had Alpine Nelson. So I don't remember exactly what that beer smelled and tasted like, but this is ridiculous the way it smells. A little bit of like crackeriness to it, but yeah, it's just like juicy hops in a glass. I was expecting this for some reason to smell spicier or maybe like some dankness, but it's not. It's just straight fruit. It smells awesome. Let's go and taste it. Cheers. There's a good amount of like pithy citrus hop bite. Don't know what that's coming from. So these days you will see breweries brew a beer and they call them West Coast style hazy West Coast style IPA. That's what this drink's like. That pithy citrus bitterness that just stays on your tongue is so fucking awesome in a beer that looks hazy like this. All that stone fruit you were smelling, you taste. It is so peachy, like nectarine, super dry, and it's got a little bit of that earthy, like vinous white wine thing. This is really good. If this beer did not have that West Coast bite to it, I don't think I would enjoy it as much, because it would be so juicy and fruit saturated. It would go towards probably like that, not tasting like beer anymore, just being that juice thing, which is fine, but that's not the beer that I enjoy these days. That bite, that West Coast bite, that grapefruit peel, a little bit of lemon lime rind, is such a nice, like, cut into all that crazy stone fruit, juicy, nectarine, peachy grape thing. So yeah, I mean, listen, the hype is, everyone told me this beer is unreal. This beer is unreal. Like I said, I don't remember exactly what Alpine Nelson was, but if it was this, it's no wonder I liked it so much, because it drinks like a West Coast beer despite being hazy. There's not much else to say. It's absolutely fire. World-class stuff. I'm very excited to drink the other clear beers that I got from them after drinking this one. Maybe that pithiness that you're tasting, part of that's the rice spice. It's almost like, now that it's warmed up a little bit, it's got like this kind of like almost peppery thing. So good. Take another sip. Let's do it. Almost was ready to shut this thing off, but I want to take another sip of this. It's world-class stuff. So I guess I lucked out when they did the shipping this time. I saw the Instagram post like 10 minutes after it was up and the beer was still available. They did it a couple weeks ago too. I missed out on that one, but I'm definitely gonna have to keep my eye out and see if they ship some more, because I don't know when the heck I'm gonna be able to get down there. But if you guys are into hazy West Coast style IPAs, Muntz is something that's worth your time. It's definitely worth trading for. So we will leave it at that. World-class stuff. I mean, you expect that from these guys. Like I said, back in the day, Alpine, in a world of amazing West Coast style IPAs, they brewed the best West Coast style IPAs for my money. So that's Muntz from McIlhenney. If you guys have had it, let's talk about it. If you have not, seek it out. It's worth your time. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't